let's hurry up and get this shit over with. I've got video games to play. I'm alright.
Okay.
I'm alright,
Yeah.
folks. Okay, so right, first things first. This podcast goes out on multiple platforms, so I'm gonna do a little intro reminder thing for each platform, right? Okay. So what should we start with? Okay. Hello everyone on YouTube. Remember to subscribe to the YouTube channel and like this video of the podcast. Okay, next. Hello everyone on Twitch watching this live.
Sorry, I'm sorry.
Remember
Are we
to
live?
follow. Yeah, we're good. We're going. This
I
is the
didn't even
podcast.
realise we were going. I could have said anything.
Yeah, no, do you not realise that's how we work now? I just kind of go.
You Shanghai me into doing this fucking podcast. You know we're on the street right now. We're on the street in Barnsley. He's just run up to me and put a microphone in front of my mouth and started saying this shit.
That is not true. Okay, next. Hello everyone on Spotify. Remember to follow the podcast. Is that what you do on Spotify? Who cares? Hello everyone on Apple Music. Remember to follow and share with your friends.
Remember to send us your apples.
Yep. Follow Tweets Badly on Twitter. That's one of them. Anyway, that's that terrible intro out the way, Judd. What you been up to? How's it? Oh! I heard that. We all heard that. What was that?
That's a decoy. We've got a kind
Oh, come on! I got me some Carling. Do you know what I've just done, Judd? I've got home from work really quick, so I stopped off at the shop to get some beer for the podcast, and I thought I'll pick up some food while I'm here that I can eat quickly. So I've accidentally had the most if you don't, this is quite British words, so you're gonna have to look them up if you're not British. The most chavvy wife beater British meal and drink combo I've got Carling, cans of Carling, and I had a Rustler's burger.
Oh my! What the fuck?
You couldn't get much
That's
more.
what I used to have after college. That's what I'd have when I'd come home, a Rustler's burger and a can of something.
A can of Carling. Oh
Can
god!
of Carling or
I should
Foster.
have tried to find. I don't know if I've got one. I should have found a white vest to wear and put a bit of an egg stain on it to just go fully into the character. Thought that'd be quite funny. So that's been my day. That's been me getting home today. What have you been up to, Judd?
I've got something interesting for something that's going to happen, but nothing interesting has happened.
Oh, tell me about it.
I'm having next Monday off because
you want to have a really big wank. You want to just go for it like multiple, aiming for 12 in the day.
Hopefully that might not be too far from the truth because I'm
God.
going on a little bit of a double date. So
What, Judd?
yeah.
Yes, there's still pandemic. It's
no, I'm going to. We'll do socially distance.
You're gonna social distance date. Social
Yeah.
distance shag. Oh my god! You've not even had a single vaccine. I've been double vaccinated. I'm immortal.
What difference is it from me going on a date with someone from another household? Just going out. Oh shit!
Yeah, exactly.
Yes. So you've been out.
I'm double vaccinated, Judd.
You're double vaccinated. You're a bitch. That's what you are. You're a little fucking.
You're just
faggot.
jealous that I've been
It's
double
over
vaccinated.
now. I'm not.
It's not over.
It's over now. It's over. In fact, there never even had to be anything to begin with. So as far as I'm concerned, Jake, honestly, I don't fucking care. I don't care.
You're fed up now.
Yeah.
I hope
I've
this.
been fed up the whole
I hope this
time.
hoe that you're meeting has been double vaccinated too. She'll be getting double something though, am I right, Judd?
She'll be getting double
lads.
That's awful. She sounds like a very nice lady.
Judd, she's meeting you. She can't be that nice.
Yeah, no,
Am I right?
she's obviously scraping the bottom of the barrel. Well, would it make more sense if I said it was a blind date?
Oh right. What's happened? How has this come about?
All that's happened is that me mate, you've met Sam, haven't you?
Mm.
Yeah, so Sam has
weird
been.
Sam.
Sam has been. Yeah, all my mates are weird. You just.
Yeah, see, that's the thing with Sam, right? Normally I'd give your mates nicknames like Sweaty Matthew, Fucked Legs Tom, things like that. Thing is, Sam's not not got anything distinct enough to so I just call him Weird Sam. I could call him.
I just call him Coke Fiend. That's
Well,
what we
I
all
was gonna
call
say
him.
my nickname was. It almost ended up being White Nose Sam, but I've never seen him with a white nose. I just know that he does a lot of sniffy dust.
Well, he did. He's got off that.
Okay, whatever. So. Yeah, sure. Yeah, fine. He literally, the first time we ever met, me and this weird friend, by the way, he fully admitted, "Oh yeah, I've got a coke problem." Yeah, no, it's really bad actually. And I was like, well, you know you've got. Why don't you stop then? Like you've got a problem. Maybe do something about it. Or he's like, nah, I'm good. This is not funny, by the way. That's not funny, kids. That's terrible. That's actually terrible. This bit that I'm doing now, this isn't a joke.
Anyway, can we...
how the fuck are you ensnared a person?
So basically, all that's happened is that this girl that he's been talking to for a while, Hannah. You're
doing names. You're doing names. It's too late now.
Yeah, it don't matter. Nobody watches this fucking thing.
Actually, Judd, I checked our stats lately, and we've got an estimated listener base of 4.
Oh my god!
That's actually like probably the biggest audience we've had for anything. Like, no joke.
That is that is a bigger amount of people. Yeah, that is a bigger amount of people than we have employed on our labour force on my building site. So there you go.
Wow, what an interesting fact.
Yeah,
cool.
There you go. A nice little factoid for you there.
Continue, Judd.
Anyway, all that's happening is that basically they were going out on a date, and she's like, "Hey, I'm bringing my friend, and do you have a +1 for her to have like a date with as well?"
This is a trap, Judd. So. This is a trap. You know, this is a trap.
Well, if it is, then it's going to be a really funny story. So
yes, I'm so excited.
So,
just wait, right, everyone. This is my prediction for next week. Judd comes on the podcast with a story of how I met the grossest person in the world for a date and got COVID.
Now, listen. Okay, this is going to sound incredibly racist.
Oh
but
no.
You can blame Jake if it's racist because I'm asking him. Is it more likely that she's going to be among her if
among her? You mean
yeah, like among her, like a retard? No, like
she does sound sus, Judd.
like a mongoloid.
Can we say mongoloid anymore? It's happened. Well, too late. We did it twice.
I then also went to clarify by saying a retard, so I don't think it matters anymore. But
no, it's all jokes. It's all jokes.
But do you think there's a higher chance of it because she's Indian?
No.
I don't know. What do you think?
Right, listen here, right?
You think this? Okay, so would you say that there's a less chance?
If anyone uses what I'm about to say, don't use it out of context, okay? Technically, it's not racist to find a certain skin colour more sexually attractive. Technically, that's not racist. Because people find different hair colours more sexually attractive, things like that, different weights... You know, different all sorts, different genders, different everything. That's all fine. So it can't be racist to find different races attractive, technically. However, it is considered racist, so that's what makes something racist, whether it's societally considered racist or not. So,
bro, you're literally sounding just like the Joker right now.
So, well, yeah. So technically, if you do find a race more sexually attractive, I suppose that you have to say that is racist by modern standards of what is racist and what isn't. So, my answer is no. Them being Indian doesn't increase. And also, I also still think no. Even if that wasn't the case, I still think that their chances of being as you put it, their chances of being a mongoloid in quotations is very high, regardless of what race they are.
I think I'm less racist than you because I just come out and say it. you try too hard to not be racist, so you're trying to cover your tracks.
I'm not trying hard to not be
You
racist
are.
at all.
You are.
If I
you
had
go,
something
you go,
racist to
you
say,
are,
I would say
you
it.
are racist. You are. Well, no, I mean, you're not. You're not racist. You do try to appear not to be racist.
No.
You do. You have a button that said that you have a joke that is specified for clarifying something that's not racist.
Oh yeah, but that's so we don't get banned.
Twitch is a bitch. You're right. Yeah. Anyway, what's talking about?
That's the anti-ban button right there. But
I was actually just gonna say that I find that with Indian women, they're very like they're definitely like tens or like ones.
Right. Okay. Judd's just generalizing a race and gender there. That's I mean, I'm cool with it if you are.
Yeah. I think women are objects and I hate them. What? Are you playing it?
You can always tell when I just leave some silence and just.
Because like when you see like a beautiful Indian woman, it's like wow, they are like gorgeous. They're really nice. But when you see an ugly Indian woman, listen, you fucking see him coming a mile away.
Do you think that's? Do you think that you find that about beautiful Indian women, because you think that they're normally less attractive? Do you think that a beautiful Indian woman's more rare? Are you? What I'm asking do you personally consider a beautiful Indian woman in the same vein as a shiny Charizard? Oh, he's thinking about it. It's like, beautiful Indian woman is also a dragon?
Listen, I don't know if I can say that now. Is that racist?
And I think at this point, the conclusion we're now coming to is the sexy dragon from Shrek was Indian.
Oh, that makes sense.
Is that what we're saying?
That's why that's why she could breathe fire, because she ate so many spicy curries.
We are very much flirting with racism right now. It's all jokes. We're playing stupid characters.
She just had a really spicy korma.
Spicy korma?
Yeah, their name was spicy. I meant. Fucking hell, I forget it.
That's Judd's version of a spicy food, a korma.
Yeah, it's a korma.
Oh, right. I don't know what the point is that you're getting at, but like, so I'm guessing that's the only thing you know about it. Is it a girl? This person, is it a girl or a boy?
It's a girl.
Is this the only thing you know about this girl then, that they're like Indian or something?
Yeah, that's literally the only thing about her. That she's a friend. She's a friend of the girl my friend is currently seeing, and she's Indian. That's all I know about her.
Oh, well, I think the impression I get of Indian people is they have, like, stricter families. You know, like, kind of, I think, like, you know, Asian, like, Chinese people and things like that have quite strict families and stuff as well, don't they? You know, that half of the world.
How, can I just say, how funny will this be if this ends up going serious with this girl and I end up having to go to the house of, like, a couple proper strict like Indian parents.
Oh wow, that'd be great. What would be even funnier is if you brought her back to our dad and the things that he would say, the amount of inappropriate shit our dad would say.
I'm not too bothered about what she thinks, because she hangs out with the people that hangs out with Sam.
Yeah.
So that's for me. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna still make an effort at this thing, but like, I'm not rocking up to this like shitting myself.
Yeah, like, you've not been like obsessing with her, or like, you know, you've not been
Yeah. So it's like Sam. I'm looking at Sam and I'm like, you know, I hang about with you. I don't mind like being myself around you. So by sort of like proxy.
Yeah, she'll probably be similar.
She'll be sort of similar, but not as much. I will try. I will try.
You will try. Judd, my advice to you probably is, don't really try very much.
Really try. Yeah.
That's literally probably the best advice I could give for anyone for a relationship. And I've had I know it sounds kind of weird to say, but I've had some pretty successful relationships. Whenever I tend to not hop around partners very much. I tend to stay with people for a while if I'm with someone. And I've been with my current girlfriend for over a year and a half at the minute, and we're going to get in a house together and stuff. So that's know what, I'm not the worst person to ask on that, I don't think. But what was I going to say then? I've forgotten.
Oh. But no, yeah, that's probably
remembered. So have neither of you two seen any pictures of each other or anything like that? You ain't seen any pictures of this girl?
No, we've not seen any pictures of each other.
Oh God, do you reckon that's for a reason though, Judd? I saw some realization on your face then.
Also for which one of us?
Probably both. Let's be honest.
Well, in that case, then we're made for each other, so there's no to worry about.
Do you know what's going to be hilarious? You're going to get there, right? And she will be 6'2". You're a fairly stout man, aren't you?
Now that one, I am a bit.
Right? So she'll be thinking, oh God, he's way too short for me. And she'll also be butt ugly, and you'll be thinking, oh God, she's alright, Minga. And you'll both hate each other. And you know what it'll be like? It'll be like that episode of In-Betweeners. You know where Will goes has to go to the shopping centre with that really tall girl.
Yeah.
Can I come? Please, can I come? I just want to be there to watch.
I'm not even telling you where I'm going. I'm not even
telling please. Go on, where are you going? What are you doing?
No, I'm not telling you.
But what is the date? You don't have to tell me specifically.
I'm not telling you the date either. Listen, at an undisclosed time, undisclosed date, I'm not.
No, but Judd, what I mean, you don't have to tell me where you're going or anything. But are you going for drinks? Are you just meeting up in a field? Because there's not much you can do. So you're going to a bar then? I'm guessing, an outside bar.
Yeah.
Right. Cool. What time? Because I'll be there.
I'm not telling you the time.
All right, I'll just stay there until you turn up then. Because I know where you're going. I know where you're going now. That's all I needed.
You don't know where I'm going. I'm not even going to be in the town that you think I'm going to be in.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah.
Now I definitely know where you're going.
All right, I'm going to call, yeah.
Can you at least, wear a GoPro the whole time?
No, I'm gonna have to remember to turn.
Come on, Judd. Take one for the team, please.
No.
Can't you just bring me round on a video call or something? That'd be great.
Listen. I'm already gonna tell you everything that happened on the podcast next time. I'm already doing that. So.
Oh, fine. Yeah. You have to promise to say everything. You have
I'll
to tell
say
us
everything. Yeah,
every
I'll
little detail.
Everything. If she shows up and she's an absolute minger, it will still be some really, really funny content for the podcast. So
yeah,
tell you everything.
And no sugarcoating it. If she's an absolute minger, but you're still gonna shag her a few times anyway, that's what you're saying.
I have to tell you. That's fine. I'll tell you. I'll let you know.
Deal. It's like one of the. It's like that meme that's popular nowadays, where it's the trading meme. You know the one.
Oh, yeah.
Speaking of memes, Judd, have you noticed that there's not been a very good year for memes lately? And I know that probably a lot of that's to do with lockdown, but I feel like the last couple of years have been really bad meme years.
Yeah.
It's kind of weird. It's kind of like rehashed common memes just constantly happening. There was that one with that guy from Breaking Bad recently, and then there's the kind of trade deal meme.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Where has that come from? The fucking Hank one.
It's because he's doing a new show or something where he plays a weirdo. So he has both those faces for the promo material, I think.
Okay, I see. But I was this just popped up out of nowhere. I'm what is this fucking picture of Hank from fucking Breaking Bad?
Yeah, it's that. I've only brought one thing to the podcast today, Judd, but I thought I'd tell you some stories of what happened at work today because my girlfriend has recently started working at the same company that I work for. So we've gone into the office a couple of times together today. But I don't know what it was today, but I've needed to fart so much. And luckily it's alright because I would normally, if there were no COVID, I'd only share my office with one other person, and he's on holiday at the minute, so I've got the full office to myself.
Yeah.
So I'd just fart up a storm, and it'd be great. It'd be fine. No one would disturb me. It'd be fine.
Ah, great. Okay, yeah.
But the thing is, I had to go in to sort out someone's printer basically today. So I knew there was at a random point during the day there was going to be this girl come round wanting me to sort some IT stuff out. So I couldn't just stench the room up.
Yeah.
So I had to open the window and put a fan on, and I was freezing, but I was like, no, I have to let out these farts.
Fucking hell.
So I just let them loose and whirled around. But the thing is, it didn't even work that well, because it did get rid of the fart smell, but once I'd done that, I'd turned the fan off and closed the window. And I had my lunch, and for some reason, my lunch was very pungent.
What?
So I didn't have anything like weird. I had a chicken salad sandwich, like some chicken bites and water and an orange. But this chicken salad sandwich, like, it didn't smell bad, but every element of it was just strong smelling, just stronger smelling than normal. Like, I could smell salad in the air. and then, right, this orange I had was just the orangiest orange I've ever had.
What? What are you talking? Are you trying to tell me that your farts like triggered some sort of superhero reaction in you? And now you are now smell man.
No. It wasn't me that was smelling. Really it was the items that were smelling.
I know, but I'm saying that now you can pick up like smells really good.
No. I don't think I was picking them up really good. I think it was just they were just quite stenchy foods for some reason.
So it's changed your metabolism, your metabolics, or whatever the fuck.
It's not changed me. The items themselves were stinky. So let me tell you about this orange, right? Oh god, riveting content. Let me tell you about an orange. Have I heard about one of these? Have I heard about an orange?
I've heard about one of these fucking oranges.
I couldn't fucking peel it. It were quite big. And it just couldn't peel it, and I managed to get like 2/3 of the peel off.
The strength of 10 oranges.
And the last third, I just couldn't get it. I was like, "Fuck it, I'm not peeling that last bit." But it weren't. I could not segment it either. Like, you know, oranges are in segments. It wouldn't come in segments. So I'm like, "Fuck it, I'm just gonna eat this thing." And I'm just eating it whole, just like taking bites out of the flesh of this orange, and juice was going everywhere, and I was thinking, oh god, someone better not walk in my office right now. I look like an absolute freak, because I was hunched over because I didn't want it to get on my clothes. I didn't want it to get on my clothes, so I just hunched over like a feral beast.
I have to be stoned out my head to do so. I love you fucked up just eating lunch. You were eating lunch. I'd have to be out of my head to do some of this. And if I rang you up and said, "Jay, listen, I've just fucked up eating lunch," you'd call me a retard.
Yeah, but the difference is, Judd, you are a retard and you fuck things up, whereas for me, unlucky shit happens to me. So
I think you are just retarded. I think you need to just stop running from it now, and just accept that you are actually the retard.
Well, the older I'm getting, the less I kind of give a shit. So I'm thinking, I hope no one comes in and sees me doing this. But also, I don't care enough to stop doing it either. So I'm just gonna keep going. But I made sure I ate this thing quite quick in case someone came. So I was quickly going, I'm like bent over eating this fucking orange. Oh lord, that's funny.
God.
Anyway, that's one of the things that happened. That's my.
I thought you said you only had one thing. I thought that was it.
That's it. That's my whole story.
Orange story.
Yeah, no, it is. That's my fart and orange story. The other thing I brought to the podcast today for you, though, Judd, it's a question that I thought would be pretty interesting to talk about. It is. You know how they say well, you know, you see people and you just think you have like perfected that skill, and it's like it's almost envious. Like,
Yeah.
but you don't want to put in all the effort, obviously. Like someone who's really good at piano, I'm like, oh, I wish I could do that, but I don't want to. I don't want to have to go through like 10,000 hours, is what they say, isn't it, to have to, you know, be that good at it.
Yeah.
So, my question to you is, what is coming right up after this statement from Ghost Hand 246, who says, "Not being mentally handicapped is really hard." I agree.
Listen, I have not figured it out yet. I will talk about it on the podcast.
We're still working
when I
on
have,
that one.
because I still have not fucking figured. I don't get it.
Yeah, my question for you, Judd, is if you could perfect a skill, like, instantly. You know, like, sometimes you get those savants, don't you? Like, they've been struck by lightning or hit in the head or whatever, and now they're amazing at, like, just one thing. If you could, like, instantly be perfect at, like, a skill, what are you picking? And why are you picking?
I already fucking sort of have this skill, and it's the skill that you're most envious of, and it's my ability to talk to anybody.
Yeah,
but
I'm so bad at it.
But to the extent of like, you know, like where I'd be able to, you know, just go into sort of any situation.
Yeah, you're like a social chameleon.
Yeah, just walk out of it like most of the time better off than I did walking into it. To almost where it's like a superpower in a way.
Yeah, it's like when you put too much skill points into charisma on the RPG game, and yeah,
that's exactly what it's like. That's exactly what it's fucking like.
But that's what you. But you're already like that, aren't you? So what would you like?
Yeah.
What would you do? And I don't mean that's kind of a bit more like out there. I mean something like surfing, or like I said, piano, or even like League of Legends. You know, that could be one. Like being the best, just perfect, or brilliant. You know, whatever. You know, one of them.
The thing, sorry, I'm not going to go into a tangent. I honestly don't know, because I suppose it'd be something that I could make money off. That'd definitely the first thing would be, can I make money off this thing? So it'd be something like I could perfect playing the guitar. Like something like that.
You probably couldn't make very much money off being like the best guitarist in the world, to be honest.
Well, I mean, if you made it big, you could.
But you wouldn't make it big being the best guitarist.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, what mumble rappers and stuff, they're like rapping things at top and charts in a minute. So like,
yeah.
Why do they need you to be good at guitar, you know?
Or the best rapper then, I guess. But
Ghost Hand 246 says, being essentially the Purple Man in Marvel. What skill is that? He means vision. They mean vision from Marvel. But like, what skill? Oh, that's more likely, actually.
Why would you say he's not even purple? What the fuck? What was that, Jake? You're supposed to be the Marvel one.
Pretty purple.
He's more like a pink.
Oh, sorry. Maybe my skill I need to pick is not being colourblind then.
Yeah, not being a fucking retard.
I don't know. I don't know what skill that would be. To be Thanos, but I don't think music. If you want to make money, the best one really would be like being really good at investing. Like being, perfecting like investment skills.
You know what? It's weird that you say that, because being a really good investor is actually something, and I'm being serious, that's genuinely something I've always wanted to learn. It's to be like, just understand like all of it.
Yeah, just savant it.
I can perfectly like predict like what company's gonna do well, and like, what you need to like buy into and sell, and like fucking how many stocks I can get and shit. I'd love to just fucking know all of it.
Yeah.
So now that you said that, I do actually think I'm gonna go with that one, because that has been like a secret sort of like thing of mine for quite a while. Yeah. Especially when all the Bitcoin shit started going on, but the Bitcoins were too weird for me, because I just didn't really fucking get how they worked. But when that happened, and when all this shit was going off with GameStop
Yeah.
and fucking it was the other one. It was somebody else. But when all that was going off, I was like, yeah, I just wish I was fucking like the best at this shit.
It's like I understand it, but you have to be really involved with it all the time to be able to do anything with it. So if you were like savant level, yeah, obviously, I think that's probably the best thing for money wise. But I think there's my favorite stuff that I would like would be like things that you can make a lot of money off, but not the top amounts of money. But it would also be a lot more fun. So
yeah,
stuff like being like the best at making content. So whenever you come to make some sort of media content, you're just so good at it and everyone loves it. And you could easily make like Mr. Beast levels of money on that, which is a lot. Or be like, essentially be kind of like David Dobrik, but better, you know? Something like that. Because that seems so fun to be able to just make the best stuff. And like, it'd put you to so many different fun scenarios that not just having money wouldn't necessarily. So that could be really fun. But having said that, there's some stuff that might be fun, like just personally, like you say, playing guitar would be really cool. I do like music.
Yeah.
It'd be great to be like just able to go.
Yeah.
That was my guitar impression. Do you like it?
Yeah.
Nice.
That sounds like the fucking kid from Wild Thornberrys.
No, it's like oh yeah, it's the I was gonna say Bill and Ted. It's not Bill and Ted. The Wayne's World of the Wayne's World guitar impression. I don't know.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Can you think of anything else that'd be quite good? Like, what about fucking healing? What about healing people, saving lives?
Yeah, what about curing cancer, Jake and Jordan? What about that one?
What the fuck is wrong
Why
with
don't
us?
you save the world instead of, oh, I wish I could play the guitar better. oh, I wish I could talk to people more. Instead of, stopping AIDS.
See, I'm quite a simple guy. You know when people say, like, sometimes I think, I don't know if it's just me actually, but sometimes I think of like, what would I do if I could do anything? If I was all powerful.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm just typing something. And I think most people would do all sorts of like crazy shit. Or if they had like unlimited money, people would do all sorts of like massive drastic stuff. But to be honest, I know it's a bit selfish and obviously with great power comes great responsibility. But I just wouldn't. I'd just keep it very simple, because otherwise you'd go mental to have that much responsibility and power on your shoulders. I'd just kind of ignore it and just kind of do me and just like go about stuff. Because if I had unlimited money, I know the first thing I would do is I would go down to the Ford garage near me, because that's the closest like new car place, and I'd buy the coolest car there and just like straight away just buy it in person, cash, and like drive to like the nearest cool shopping centre. I think for like the stuff I'd want, it'd probably be like Manchester. They've got a bigger shopping centre than anywhere near us. And by the way, if you're trying to locate where we are, it's not actually very near Manchester, to be honest.
And also, we don't care. So
yeah, and also, there's no point.
Like what are you gonna do?
What are you gonna get out of that?
Yeah.
Like,
what a thrilling fucking experience that'll be.
Yeah, no,
for you.
we're not exactly rich or interesting or like,
or handsome,
or
like,
anything.
Even if you're like some sort of pervert and you're going to molest us, we're not handsome either.
As we've established, Judd's about to date a 6'2" minging Indian girl
with a monobrow.
Yes, very very heavy monobrow, more middle than the rest of the brow, which is quite weird.
In fact, her face is all monobrow.
It's an entire brow.
It's just one whole brow.
But if I had unlimited money, that's like the first things I would do. I would do that, and I'd go and buy some sick cameras, and just bring people with me and just buy like whatever I wanted. I just go on a massive fuck off spending trip to coolest kind of shopping centre near me, and then I'd get home, and then it'd start getting late, and we'd go on just a sick night out around clubs and things like that, buy private tables and things like that. and stay in a fancy hotel and just get up whenever I want it next day and just kind of think about, right, what do I want to do now? Now that I'm essentially completely free as anyone could be, because unlimited money in today's world is probably as free as you could possibly be. So I just live it like, well, I suppose that's another question, really. If you just went, blam, unlimited money as soon as you woke up, you wake up, you just check your bank balance, and it just says that infinity symbol. You know, like in a video game when you got unlimited money. Yeah. It says that. What are you doing?
I'd probably just start sorting people out is the first thing I'd do.
That's the first thing you do. You wouldn't just kind of go and kind of have a big spend first in a bit of excitement and then start thinking seriously. You wouldn't have a little.
First thing I'd fucking do is I'd sort people out, and then when people were happy and sorted out,
and fuck off. I'd do shit. Yeah, look at you trying to make me look bad. Fucking.
I'm not. That's what I do. Listen, you're the one who said you wouldn't cure cancer if you had God powers, silly. If you had fucking Rain Man powers.
Nah, you can't. You can't do that.
I don't know, but I would definitely travel. I'd probably buy a lot of Warhammer shit. I'd definitely travel. Buy like a big place in York somewhere.
See, this is the thing, Judd. I think a lot of people think they would buy a lot of stuff that seems really cool, but when you think about how much freedom we've got at that point, a lot of it, there's no point buying it. Even if you've got unlimited money, there's just no point. It'd be worse to buy it. So you might think, oh, I'd buy a house, like I'd have 10 houses that I could just live in.
I wouldn't have 10 houses.
But do you know what I mean? Like that's type of thing. That's a good example of, even if you have unlimited money, there's no point, because you can only live and stay regularly at one place, and then you may as well just use hotels. Because if you buy a place everywhere, someone's got to live in it and look after it, and then it's not your house, is it? You just own it for someone to live in it. So it's stupid. So that's what I was kind of thinking with your Warhammer stuff. Would you even want to do that straight away? Because if you're busy traveling and that, would you even want to be painting them at that point? Would you even have any time for games and stuff?
Oh yeah. I'd buy him and then I'd just leave him, and then when I'd come back to him at some point.
Why not just
do it? I've done it in the past where I've got stuff, and then I've either gone off the hobby or I've not been particularly interested in the army, and then I've got back into it, and then just gone, oh shit, I can do this now, and then just done it. So it's not a big problem if I don't get to it straight away. I'm not bothered,
I suppose.
So you don't have to get done straight away, but it's something that I'm always going to be into, pretty much. Unless they seriously fuck it up, it's going to be a hobby I'm always into. So
where do you think you would end up permanently living if you had unlimited money? Because obviously you can buy fucking amazing house anywhere at that point.
So
if you have a limited amount of money, you might think, well, I would think if I have a lot of money but it's limited and I want to buy a sick mansion, I'd end up in Australia, I think, because house prices in Australia, for how good Australia is very good. But if you compare that to California or New York, you'd be spending so much more for the same thing, and how good the place is doesn't improve as much. Do you understand what I'm getting at there? So with a lot of money but not unlimited, I would pick a mansion in Australia. But if you've got unlimited money, doesn't even matter, does it? Because the price of things just becomes irrelevant. You can just choose whatever you want. Where do you think you'd end up living then?
So I think it'd be close to home. It'd be close to home, but close enough that people would fucking leave me alone. So York, or maybe even Nottingham.
Right, okay, that close to home.
Probably.
I don't think people would leave you alone that close. You can drive to those places from where we live.
With unlimited money, if my mum was like, "I'm coming to see you," I'd be like, "I'm in Paris."
you just buy a new helicopter to fly you to Paris. Oh no, can't. Sorry. And then she's like, "Oh, why don't you just get your private jet back? You've got unlimited money." It's like, oh.
I just went, no, connection problems.
Why don't you just buy a new cell phone tower so you don't have to put... Oh, sorry, bye.
Yeah.
And then you have to hire a hitman to kill your mum. See, you've not made a good choice. Look at what your choices have done.
Look at what I've done.
Yeah, that's all your fault, that.
Yeah.
I would have to pick a fairly big city. And when I say that, I don't mean in the city. I don't mean in a penthouse in one of those cities. Yeah. I mean just far enough out of the city to where I can have quite a bit of land and people leave me alone, but minimum distance. I'd want to be as close as possible to a cool city that still allows me to have lots of privacy. And the options for me really with that is, number one would be London, because that's still in our country. It's still very easy to visit, family and friends and that. But England and Britain's getting quite shit, so probably not. Australia is a cool country at the minute, but also I don't like poisonous stuff, so maybe not.
Yes, you don't like being poisoned.
Then the next on my list, like my number 2, would probably be Sweden, because it's just such a cool country, and like, I don't know. I mean, just any even not a mansion in Sweden seems like a great idea to me. I just think Sweden's brilliant. I love Sweden. So Sweden would be good. But honestly, if I had unlimited money, it'd have to be America. It's like because the reason, if you had a limited amount, America's annoying and they've got stupid rules and all sorts of crap going for them. That's like, bad stuff. But if you've got unlimited money, they love that. They love money. So all those problems go away because you've got unlimited money. So, and the thing is, all the biggest, best stuff for what we like, for the Western world, it's America. I wouldn't have to skip all the MMA fights and stuff that I want to watch because they're all happening in Vegas. I could go and watch them live, and all sorts of stuff like that, and concerts of like massive artists and like fashion stuff, like all the sneakers and things that I like are more there, and just everything. America is, if you've got unlimited money, it'd be the best place. But there is a question of where in America.
Yeah,
because I'm not sure I would want to live in one of the big. The big 2 choices would be New York or LA, wouldn't it? You wouldn't be able to be close enough to New York and have a massive private mansion, I don't think. New York's too big for that. So the other choice would be LA, and you could do that near LA, I think, near enough. But I also think I'm not sure I'd want to. I'm thinking somewhere like Arizona or something like that. Like that's the state next to California.
Yeah.
But it's like really warm and like massive. But then then there's Texas. Imagine having a massive mansion in Texas. You would have so much land. It'd be fucking huge.
It'd be all fucking. I feel like they'd want you to have shit on it though, in Texas. Like just the people that live around you. Like so, like if you had a neighbor and you own like a lot of land. I don't know. I suppose where in Texas, because like if you owned a ranch, then people are gonna want you to put shit on the ranch.
What, like horses and that?
Yeah, but I suppose that if it was just out of the
ranch,
way, then
I can do what I want with it.
I know, but I'm saying it's like the people that are near you that'd be like, well, I do not see the point of all this land going to waste.
Oh.
My name is Buffalo Mackenzie.
Yeah, but it's America, you see. So you could just say, but thing is, I've got loads of money and I bought it, and they'd be like, yes, I heard the word money. That sounds good. So
they'll go. Well, I do declare, I did not realize you were a budding capitalist.
Exactly,
like myself. That's what they say.
But like I say, I'd want, no matter where I'd go, I'd want it to be as close to like a really cool city as possible, while having like plenty of space and loads of privacy. Privacy is really important, I think. Ghoststand246 says, if you want an specific place to go to chill from time to time, go to Maine. It's 90% old people and 10% fog. Okay, Maine's in Kentucky, isn't it?
I have not got a clue. Honestly, I've not got a clue where. I don't even know where America is.
Oh, I think Maine is. You know when JonTron did the New England.
Kidding, by the
thing?
way. I know where America is, for fuck's sake.
You know when
It's
JonTron
that
did his
one
New England
above
type
Mexico.
of thingy.
Say again?
You know when JonTron did his New England type thingy.
I do remember.
I think it's up there because that's near Boston, New Hampshire, that area, isn't it?
Yeah.
I think maybe don't know. I don't know. I suppose. Maine is a state. Oh fucking hell. Never mind.
Wait,
I thought
America,
Maine was a city.
listen, America, what's the deal with all the fucking states? Just call yourself America. Keep it simple, for fuck's sake.
See, the thing is, we have the same structure as America, but we just don't lean on it much. We have, for example, we have Lancashire, and we have West Yorkshire, and things like that. They're essentially states. They're way smaller than their states, but they're counties. But we just don't really. We don't worry about them much. Because, who cares?
Yeah.
We don't give them different laws, for example.
Yeah.
That bit's quite stupid.
We don't have deep law for every fucking.
Having said that, though, their different states are quite different, though, aren't they? Geographically and that. It's a lot of land for it to be all one thing. People making their own groups. Yeah, exactly. That's what I just meant. I understand
Russia's massive, though.
Yeah, well, maybe Russia has counties that we just don't know about. But the thing is with Russia as well, it's not. I know it's more land than America, or I'm pretty sure it is, but it's not very different either. It's all a snowy wasteland, the whole thing.
Yeah.
Whereas America's massively different, isn't it, per state? But I do think Arizona looks nice to me. But what's the capital of Arizona? Capital of Arizona. Do they have capitals? Phoenix, Arizona. Yeah, Phoenix seems pretty cool. It's not too far from California, where a lot of stuff happens, or Vegas. But on the other end of things, I think Texas might be on the closer side to New York and that. So, living near Dallas or something could be cool. Texas is pretty much in the middle. Dallas and Austin and that are right in the middle of the South, right in the middle of LA and New York, maybe closer to LA, probably closer to LA actually. I don't know. Phoenix, New Mexico, maybe. Arizona seems pretty cool. Very warm all the time, and yeah, there's a place called Chandler there, and that makes me think of Mr. Beast's friend, and also Friends.
Friends.
Russia has some beautiful forests and big rivers in the region to choose to in the region close to the rural mountains.
Yeah.
Russia being beautiful. Joke. So, did you even pick somewhere, Judd? Where were you going to pick? You said you wanted to pick
York. I'd stay in the country. I wouldn't want to go anywhere else. I'd stay here.
If you think about your favorite things, that you'll enjoy the most,
it's all here.
I was going to say, it does seem because I think Warhammer, probably your favourite hobby thing.
It's from this country.
Of that, really,
it's biggest
isn't it?
In this country,
beer, probably here. Here's probably the best beer place,
unless
I would say.
Unless we're talking Germany. I would like to go to Germany, but I wouldn't like to live there.
I don't prefer German beer, though. I do think England does the best beer. And then, personally, for me, America does do the second best. And then probably Germany. You could argue that India is kind of somewhere in the mix for Indian pale ales, but the thing is, all Indian pale ales are actually British. Who gives a fuck about India when it comes to beer? And then, I don't know, what else are you into? Not much else, I suppose.
No, not a whole lot more.
Video games?
Video games.
It's not really different anywhere, is it? Yeah, I know. It kind of does make sense for you to be there, really. Although, having said that, if I got the unlimited money, you'd be moving to wherever I moved, because I'd need you for content.
Yeah, but to be fair, if you paid me, I wouldn't care.
Oh yeah, you'd be paid $500K a year. I'd pay you $500K a year to be a retard in videos and shit.
It's fine.
Exactly. So I would literally pay you 500 grand a year to essentially be my slave. It'd be like, all right, Judd, we've got another video filming this week. You're gonna fight Mike Tyson, yeah? Okay, cool. You just we legit, and also you have to get the same tattoo as him, a real one. We're gonna
on
tattoo
my face.
Yeah, there you go.
I'd be head to toe. I'd just be completely tattooed by the end of it. I won't fucking care.
And they'd all be just a joke.
They'd just be like fucking dicks and fucking stupid shit.
The name we're looking for is Performing Monkey. It'd be great. I would love that. What I most imagine doing if I had unlimited money is moving out to somewhere like Phoenix. But I'd have like regular hotels I go to a lot where they like know me and they know I'm probably gonna book there.
Yeah.
And I would.
Do you imagine yourself as like a Patrick Bateman kind of character?
No, not at all.
Okay.
That movie's not great either. What I would love to do is just fund cool shit that I'd want to see, and I wouldn't necessarily have to be the face of it. I'd have my own YouTube channel. I'd have quite a few of them. We'd still stream, we'd still do the podcast, but it'd be a lot more professional.
Yeah.
And I'd have a camera crew that follows me everywhere. I'd have a 24-hour camera crew that they'd rotate who's filming, so it's don't have to be one like a crew of 6 people who never sleep. But I'd have to have a good camera crew with like top level cinematography on call 24 hours a day, or at least close by, ready to go. Quick, come film this. And we do podcast. And then what I would do is I would have money to just fund whatever project I'd want to work on at that time. So, for example, if I had unlimited money, I'd want to have an MMA fight with another like amateur. So that would be one of my things, and I would just be committed full time. I'd probably have to move out to Florida. I think my favorite MMA training team's in Florida. So I'd move out to Florida for a little while, and I'd do that. But I'd get my film crew and stuff to film it and put it on my appropriate YouTube channel, because I might have a main channel where I do my big event stuff, gaming channel where I do game stuff, and various different channels for different stuff. But the way I would do it is I wouldn't even try to upload in a certain level of regularity to any of them. Whatever I feel like being my focus at the time would be my focus. So, when I was really into Apex, I would be uploading on the gaming channel all the time. Or I'd be streaming all the time, And then the other channels would just be left until I feel like doing something that's fitness-wise, for example, or music-wise, So I'd do that, and that's how I do my YouTube channels, but they wouldn't be my main sort of things I'd fund. I'd fund, like, just things that I want to see happen, and probably a lot from different YouTubers. So, like, I would say, right, I'd ring up Mr. Beast and be like, yo, Mr. Beast, got an idea that I want you to do. I want you to put it on your channel, because it'd just be cool, fits with your channel really well, and it'd be cool to see it on your channel. Here's 500 million. Go. Yeah. Something like that. Or, I don't know, I'd be like, right, oi, KSI, yeah? Jake Paul, he's on other phone. I've got 2 phones, one on each ear. Yeah, listen here. You need 500 million each. You're doing 2 fights, okay? You're doing 1 fight and then a rematch. And then a 3rd fight if you win 1 each. And stuff like that. And I just fund like whatever I want to see. I'd be like, oi, Busted, stop fucking around. Give me another album. I like Busted, okay? Ghost Hand 246 says, if I had infinite money, I would buy game companies and force them to make the games I want. That's another perfect example of what I'm on about. I would, I'd ring up Ubisoft, who make Assassin's Creed. I'd be like, right, you don't have to worry about money. You don't have to worry about your sales of the next Assassin's Creed game.
Yeah, that means you don't have to rush it.
Yeah, exactly.
Listen
4 or 5
me.
years,
you don't have to rush
make sure it's good. Yeah, right?
Yeah.
And I'll buy all of them. I'll give you $1 billion. Just make it good, for fuck's sake.
Yeah.
And having said that, they've been fucking killing it with their games lately for Assassin's Creed, but I just use it for all sorts of stuff like that to essentially be able to just make cool shit happen. What's some stuff you do? Would you ring up Games Workshop and be like, right, I've got an idea, folks?
I would immediately. I wouldn't say. I wouldn't say I want to own everything, because I couldn't be fucked with running it.
Yeah, I wouldn't buy companies like that. I wouldn't own the company at all.
I'd either go to them. I'd either go to them and and either just give them a load of money or like buy stocks or however they want the fuck they want me to do it. I'd just go in and say, right, I just want to know what you're doing, like what you're planning. Like, show whenever you've got like a new model coming out. I just want to see it first, and I promise I'll not tell anybody, and I'll just give you loads of money.
Would you not want to like be able to design your own character or something with them? Do you not want to be able to go to them and say, right, look, how much money do I need to give you to work with your team on designing like a model or something? And then that's kind of it'd almost be your signature model at that point.
Yeah, I'd do that also. There is one army that I've always said, it was the first ever army I started doing when I started playing the game, and I've always said, because they have been doing it recently with this faction where they've been updating them and bringing them out with new rules and new models, and I've always said, if they did that army, I would just throw fucking loads of money at them. So I'd probably
Ghost Hand 246 is saying, buy a stake as a shareholder and you own the company without having to run it. See, I don't think we want that though either, do we? Really?
That's not true, because you're regularly brought up to the board meetings and fucking shit.
We don't really want that.
Yeah,
it's just you need to just be able to give these shareholders and companies enough incentive to just do what you want. Because if you've got unlimited money, it don't matter how much profits they would make, like, you know, out or how much profits they're gonna lose by listening to you. Just give them like 10 times that, and they're like, sweet, cool.
It doesn't matter. But the thing is, they know that they'd make a profit of what I'd be doing anyway, because of how much of a fucking fan I am. Like, I know people are going to buy this shit. Yeah.
Another thing I would like is I don't know if you'd even be able to do this with unlimited money, but I would like a very private island. A very, very private island.
Now, listen, we know for a fact that you can do that with money.
No, but listen. But as in, I would want it to be there with an amazing house, amazing restaurants, the best chefs, the best everything. Yeah. But I just want to go to it if I feel like it. That might be like once every 2 years, you know?
Yeah.
So just leaving all those people there to do all that and be on call constantly. Like, I'd want, like, the best, like, combat sport trainers there, so that whenever I'm there, I can still train with whatever combat sports I feel like training with. You know, I'd want like Tony Hawk to live there in case I feel like having him to teach me how to skateboard. You know, there's levels that you couldn't actually buy out of people, so I wouldn't know if I'd actually even want to try that.
Yeah,
if that makes sense. But I don't know, maybe the best thing to do would be like go to Honolulu or something, or go to Hawaii, or like one of the bigger islands in Hawaii where they've got an amazing hotel and all sorts of cool stuff like that, and just buy all the rooms and just make sure everyone leaves you alone.
Yeah,
nice. Just kind of buy everyone off of the island, other than kind of the staff. If you don't, I don't know. There's something like that'd be pretty cool. Have you got anything else you'd do with unlimited money, Judd? There's probably more. I think about this a lot. I think about the concept of having unlimited money a lot.
I do think the main thing would just be I can just go anywhere now and just do what I want. But I don't know what I'd go and do. I won't be able to tell you because I don't actually have an idea.
It'd end up being whatever you feel like in the moment, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
It'd end up because you could be that frivolous with it. You could just be like, I just fancy Thailand today. I'm just going to go to Thailand. Yeah. And if you got there and were like, actually, you know what, this is quite shit, you can just fuck off. You can just go, I'm just going back. And so you can just do what you want at that point. One thing I would like to do is have my own bespoke, like, Nike shoe. Like, I'd like to have my own Jordan 1 or something. That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah.
Do you think you would like to approach a game company with an idea, and like a brand new idea, and be like, right, we're gonna make this then. Here's the money to fund the project, and enough money to like.
I'd get him to do my I'd get him to do my fucking D&D campaign that I'm doing now. I'd get someone to fucking animate it, like as a story. I think that's probably one of the biggest things I'd do.
A weird one that would be quite cool is to buy up the rights to all of Star Wars, right? Make them declare the shitty movies aren't canon, and kind of start again. Thing is, it's too fucked to be able to fix anymore, and everyone already knows what's happening.
Start again. Which a lot of people would hate, but you'd have to say, look, we'll just listen to what the people want. We will only listen to what they want.
Do you know what would be a weird one that I would do? I would approach Marvel, Disney and Marvel, with a deal of, right, tell me what you would project the next 20 years worth of Marvel cinematic content to be, profits-wise.
Yeah.
And I'll give your company 10 times that amount, because obviously I've got unlimited, to stop for 20 years. To make sure we preserve this brilliant Marvel cinematic universe that we've had so far, because I'm so worried they're going to drive it into the ground. I'm so worried. And they I think they will as well. I do think they will. They've held out much longer and done much better than any other franchise has ever done, but I don't think they're immortal in terms of that sort of thing.
No.
So I would pay them off to not do anything.
You're literally paying them off.
Yeah, I'd pay them off to, like, leave it for 20 to 30 years, so that then, when it's rebooted, when it's started up again, they don't have to, like, remake things. They don't have to have a new Iron Man or anything like that. They can have different heroes and continue from the story 30 years that 30 years later. Yeah. But as long as they wait, as long as there's a big gap, kind of like how Star Wars does. If you think about from the original trilogy to the latest trilogy we've got, if we forget about the prequels, there was a massive gap, and Han Solo's way older. So you'd have a massive gap, and Spider-Man would be, like, in his 50s.
Yeah.
And still get the same people to play them, all of that. But it'd be new heroes, interesting heroes. You could get Miles Morales in at that point for Spider-Man. Miles Morales could be 15 at the point when Spider-Man's 50 in this universe. There's all sorts of really cool stuff you could do, and I would do that. That's that's a weird one, being as I'm such a fan.
You would be saying, look, you'd be saying, Marvel, baby, I love you, but fuck off.
Yeah, pretty much. Right, so last thing from GhostStand246. If I had infinite money, I'd buy a huge boat, not a yacht or anything, but a nice open one to go fishing with my dad, my uncle, and my granddad in the Argentinian Patagonia. Ooh la la, the Patagonia.
Ooh, the Patagonia.
No, but lucky, that does sound fun. I mean, not for me.
To go fishing.
I'm not.
I've never been fishing once.
I don't think we're fishing, guys. I don't think we would enjoy fishing.
I like to try it once. I might end up enjoying it because I'll just sit there and do nothing. I do that at work, so I might be good at it. Great.
Who doesn't? Am I right? I don't know. Yeah. That sounds good. I would like to do a boat trip. Boat trip would be fun. But I don't know. Cruises just seem like worse holidays to me. And I know he doesn't mean a cruise, but like,
yeah,
I don't think I would do a fishing trip. So a cruise would be like kind of the next closest. But then I'd kind of think, actually, I don't even want to. I don't know. I'm not a boat. I don't like boats. What I'm learning right now, having processed that, I don't really like boats.
I love boats. I love boats.
Fishing is just an excuse to get drunk with the family.
I know what I want. I know what I've always wanted ever since I was a kid. I want to be a pirate. I want to buy a pirate ship, and I want to go be a pirate. Yeah, a pirate crew. I don't have to be a nasty pirate. I just want to go around doing
Apparently, fishing is just an excuse to get drunk with the family. Well, my counter argument to that I prefer. I'm not shitting on this fishing.
I know what you're gonna say. I think I know what you're gonna say.
On, what is it, Judd?
Just go get drunk.
No, that's not what I was gonna say.
All right, okay.
I was gonna say it's a barbecue. I prefer a barbecue. That's my favourite sort of thing. A nice simple big barbecue. Just getting drunk, cooking up some food, chatting, listening to some music. You can't beat it. That's the best one.
Yeah.
Speaking of pirates, though, Judd, do you remember Assassin's Creed Black Flag? Speaking of Assassin's Creed Black Flag, we've got some more video games to rate live on twitch.tv/GamesBadly, which we often do, either movies, TV, games, something like that, which can become a fairly common thing. So if you want to see that, you have to follow us on Twitch. But for now, podcast is done. However, we will continue the stream. What?
I was going to ask if you wanted to talk a little bit about Invincible, seeing as we've both been watching it, or do you want to say
I think maybe we will. We'll probably end up rating that, but we'll see. Or maybe we'll talk about it next podcast. Who knows? Anyway, that's we've been going for an hour. That's the end of a podcast. Say bye, Judd.
Bye.